Good morning to everyone. Once again, welcome to Geography class. In this class, we are going to do the revision of chapter number 3. I request you, please follow the revision strictly for the preparation of annual examination. So here, we are going to see the upcoming point of this chapter. Chapter number 3, Motions of the Earth. Topic number 3, we are going to see the exercise as well as the few points. Today is 23rd January 2021. Next, first we are going to recall few points. After that we are going to do the question answers of this chapter. The chapter number 3, the name of the chapter is Motions of the Earth. In that we are having the two types of motions of the earth, namely rotation and revolution. So rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path, that is going to be called as orbit, is called as revolution. So what is rotation? What is revolution? It's clear here. Earth is having how many types of motions? They are having two. Which are they? Rotation and revolution. Rotation means movement of the earth around on its own axis, and the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path, which can be called as an orbit, is called as revolution. In my explanatory classes, in regular classes, already I told you what is rotation and what is revolution. So dear children, please, rotation, movement of the earth on its own axis. Revolution, the earth is moving around the sun in a fixed path. Next, moving further, what is a leap year? So the slide is representing you what is a leap year. 6 hours saved every year are added to make one day. That is going to be 24 hours. So 6 hours, if you are keeping for 4 years, so 6 4s are 24. So 24 hours are there. Over a span of 4 years, it's going to be added one day in the month of February. So every 4th year, February is having 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called as leap year. So what is leap year? How many days are there in leap year? And how leap years are formed? The explanation is on the slide. So 6 years, every year saved, and after every 4th year, the February month is having 29 days instead of 28 days. And that particular year which is going to have February is having the 29 days. So instead of 365 days, a year is going to be have 366 days. So that year is going to be called as a leap year. In examination, I am giving you most of the time the question, what is a leap year? Right? So what is a leap year? A year which consists of 366 days is called as leap year. No need to write the explanation, 6 hours is added and become this and that. When the question is only for a 1 mark, you have to write simply a year which is consisting of 366 days is called a leap year. If the question is going to be asked for 3 marks, right? Explain in detail what is a leap year. At that time you have to write this whole point. 6 hours saved, and after 4 hours is going to be converted into 1 day and going to be added in the month of February. Then instead of 28 it is going to be 29. Like that you have to do the explanation. Okay, see the map and then go for it. Mapping is very important for the question as well as its mark. If you are not mapping, how many marks are there and what you have to write in that. So dear cadets, please make a note of it. Next, North Pole in inclination towards the sun and place beyond the Arctic Circle experience continuous daylight for about 6 months. Since a large portion of the Northern Hemisphere is getting light from the sun, it is summer in the region north of the equator. The longest day and the shortest night at these places occur on 21st June. At this time, dear children, in the Southern Hemisphere, all these conditions are reversed. It is winter there. The nights are longer than the days. So this position of the earth is called as summer solstice. What is summer solstice and winter solstice? In our presentation in our regular class with the beautiful slide presentation and animation, I explained to you. Please see that video also. Next, on 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn received direct rays of the sun as the South Pole tilts towards it. As the sun rays fall vertical at the Tropic of Capricorn, a large portion of the Southern Hemisphere get light. Therefore, it is summer in the Southern Hemisphere with longer days and shorter nights, and reverse happens in the Northern Hemisphere. So this position of the earth is called the winter solstice. So dear cadets, what is winter solstice? What is summer solstice? Is clear to you. The diagram is placed in the textbook. Those who are having the textbook, please see the diagram and then you can easily understand better. Next, in this revision class, we are seeing the upcoming points of this chapter. Let's move. On 21st March and September 23rd, direct rays of sun fall on equator. At this position, neither of the pole is tilted towards the sun, so the whole earth experiences equal days and equal nights. So this called as equinox. So equinox is the position where the days and nights are equal, right? This is happening on 21st March and 23rd September, when the sun rays are falling directly on equator. Next, moving further to see the question answers of this chapter, I will explain you and how the question will appear in annual examination. How you have to write, I will explain that. First, answer the following question briefly. What is the angle of inclination of the earth axis with its orbital plane? Most of the time the students are writing the incorrect answer. They are not getting what to write here. I am giving you the correct answer. Please see it. If you had made incorrect answer written in your notebook, please change it. The angle of inclination of the earth's axis with its orbital plane is 66.5 degrees. Okay, this is given in the textbook only, where the starting of the chapter, motion of the earth, downside after the definition of rotation and revolution. Next, differentiate between what is rotation and revolution. Let's check out the answer. So for rotation, the movement of the earth on its axis is called rotation, and movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or an orbit is called as revolution. Just now I had explained you these points, how the definition of rotation and revolution you have to write. If it is going to be asked differentiation, so you have to make a separate line and you have to write both of the definition in different form, like that rotations one side and revolution another side. Moving to see the another question. It's clear to you what is rotation and revolution? Next, what is a leap year? So leap year, what is a leap year? I explain you when it is going to be coming for 1 marks, what you have to write. When it is going to become for 3 marks, what you have to write. Right? It is for the 1 marks now. So what you have to write? Every 4th year, February has 28 days instead of 20. Every 4th year, February has 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. So few cadets, they are having one question in their mind, what you have to write. What is a leap year? A year with 366 days is called a leap year. From here, a leap year, right? Having 366 days, that is the leap year. Or a year with 366 days is called as leap year. No need to write this one. This is only for the reference purpose. So if you are wishing, if you are remembering, at that time you can write one. Next, differentiate between the summer and winter solstice. Just now I explained you the summer and winter solstice. This chapter already we had finished. We are in the revision point. We are revising all the points. When the Southern Hemisphere experience the winter season. So at the downside we are seeing when the Southern Hemisphere experience the summer season. Right? So like that, please you make the differentiate point. Here the slide is there, that's why I placed like this, but you have to make the summer scholastic here, winter scholastic here, and make a line at here and then make the differentiation. I will read once more for you. When the Southern Hemisphere experience the winter season and it is summer in the Northern Hemisphere. At the point in the time, the position of the earth on 21st June is called as summer solstice. Here, winter solstice. When the Southern Hemisphere experience the summer season and the reverse occurs in the Northern Hemisphere at the point in that time, the position of the earth on 22nd December is called as winter solstice. Next, what is an equinox? So what is equinox? On 21st March and 23rd September, the sun rays are directly falling on the equator. At this position, the pole is neither tilted toward, okay? So this position is making the earth to experience the equal days and equal night. So it is called as equinox. Why does the Southern Hemisphere experience winter and summer solstice in different times than that of the Northern Hemisphere? So the answer is here. The earth is always revolving. So when the earth is revolving around the sun, it is divided into 2 hemispheres. The part of the earth which faces the sun experiences the summer, and the part which is not facing the sun, it is going to be experiencing winter. Therefore, Southern Hemisphere experience winter and summer solstice at different time than that of the Northern Hemisphere. Right? It's all about of the revolution of the earth. Next, why do the poles experience about 6 months days and 6 month night? The pole experience 6 month days and 6 month night due to insulation of the earth on its own axis, and it's going to keep one pole towards the sun and another poles from the sun for 6 months each. So this is why they are experiencing the 6-month days and 6-month night. Please go through my the explanatory regular videos. In that you will find out how the animation is moving, and you will understand about how the poles towards the sun and away from the sun is creating the months, 6 months days and 6 months nights. Now we are going to see take the correct answer. Already the student have did the question and answer and take the correct answer also. The movement of the earth around the sun. If the earth is moving around the sun, it's going to be called as revolution. The direct rate suns fall on the equator on. So you have to write. Christmas is celebrated in summer. Okay, options are given here. Cycle of the season is caused due to. So A, B, C, D. Okay, correct answer. Next, already this part you did in your notebook, just we are revising. In examination, whenever the questions are coming, the movement of the earth around the sun is called as. So you have to write A and the correct answer, revolution. Direct rays of the sun fall on the equator on. So write first and 21st month. Christmas is celebrated in summer in. So write and write third, Australia. Like that. You have to write all the question and answer. Next, fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks is very important. Every time I am telling to you how to write the fill in the blanks. You have to copy down the sentences given in the question paper. Just is there. A leap year has dash number of days. So copy down this whole sentence. After writing this full sentence, then make the answer here and then underline it. Then it is going to be called as fill in the blanks. So a leap year has dash number of days. So 366 days. Don't write directly A and write 366 days. So here, cadets, please understand, a leap year can be asked for 1 marks in MCQ, 1 marks in fill in the blanks, 1 marks in one sentence question answers, and for the 3 marks also, what is a leap year, explain in detail. So at that time you have to write in detail the answer and you can get 3 out of 3 marks. Next, A, B, C, D and E. 5 fill in the blanks are there. Already you have written this answers. Directly moving to see the answers. So here is the answer. Once again I am reading for you. A leap year is having 366 days. This bold one, this is the blank. B, the daily motion of the earth is rotation. The earth travels around the sun in an elliptical orbit. The sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June. So this is the part how the rotation and revolution of the earth is changing the season and all. Days are shorter during which season? So winter season. And nights are longer, right? The question may be changed. Days are shorter during the winter season. It can be nights are longer during that season. So again you have to write the same answer, winter. Read the question properly, then do the answers, right? Lastly, I want to tell to you, do the revision part very properly. See all the videos. If you still feel any doubt and difficulty, please let me know that. And do your all the homework properly in the notebook, right? Lastly, I am thanking to each and everyone for watching the videos. Till then, be safe and secure at your home and do the revision part very properly. and in a systematic way for the preparation of annual examination. Thanking to one and all.